Hi, I'm Justin Carpenter. I'm owner of Foolish Things Coffee Company, and you're watching Explore Tulsa.
Hello there, it's great to have you with us for this week's Explore Tulsa. We kick off the show with big-time sports from the Buzz.
Then we meet the good guys in the white hats.
Followed by the latest in hunting competition.
Plus we stop in to have lunch with Glenpool's newest mayor.
Hi, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer. We're very happy to have you with us for this week's Explore Tulsa. Stevie, what's up with the headset and microphone?
I was just wondering what it'd be like to be, one of those big sports talk show hosts, rubbing elbows with all the big stars, catching all the action firsthand as you call the games. Man, that would be the life.
Well, instead of wondering what it'd be like, why don't we just check in with Chris Plank from the Sports Buzz?
Every day when I go on the air at 2, it's an exciting time because you never know. For instance, we're sitting here as we get ready to go on the air and I planned a whole show. But as soon as we crack the mics, it can take a completely different direction than what I ever thought. My name is Chris Plank. I do sidelines for Oklahoma and host the big show from 2 to 6 on the Buzz. I have always loved sports. From the womb, I think I loved sports. I can remember crying at 7 because I was put to bed early and I didn't get to watch the '82 Cardinals World Series. And I'm doing what I've always wanted to do. So I'm living my dream. And I can remember when I was in 4th grade, I wanted to impress my PE teacher. And so I can remember calling play-by-play into a cassette recorder of like a Seahawks-Raiders game on Monday night. So this has always been a passion. I went to the University of Tulsa, and when I graduated, I had worked in the sports information department. So I had an opportunity to get to know a lot of the sports directors in town and had a pretty good relationship with some of them. Others, you just didn't know yet because I was still young and I was pretty green. And I came here when I graduated from college in '97, and this has been my only job. I've had a couple of opportunities to go other places, but Tulsa's home, and I don't really see the desire to do so. And then there's also kind of a part of me that wants to be different because in radio, it's like you've got to consider it like dog years. So you take that I've been here for 16 years and you times that by 7. So I should be ready for retirement any day. But no, this has been my only gig and I've loved it. I've been able to do some cool things. I did a national show on Fox Sports Radio. I've been doing the sidelines for OU, did a lot of work for my alma mater. So there's a lot of different opportunities. Just because you're in Tulsa doesn't mean you're trapped. You can do a lot of different things, and I've been the beneficiary of that. I consider myself the second wheel. Jeremie Poplin, Pop's the star of this thing, man. His anger sustains us. So if you want to try to pigeonhole us, Jeremie's kind of one of those guys that is about the nicest person on the planet and one of the most talented guys, but he's also the show cynic. He's not afraid to hate everything. I'm a little bit more of a glass half full kind of guy on everything.
Well, I don't know if I would necessarily class myself as the angry guy. I guess I would be more of the realist on the show. Plank is sort of the fence rider. He gets a lot of grief for always riding that fence. If I have a point or a take, I'm going to make sure I always stick with that. You have to come to me and really try to convince me. You better have some pretty good evidence to be able to change my opinion. So I just like to kind of be that hard-edged, straight-line guy that always never wants to waver off of what I actually believe in. I have been here now, let me think for a minute. I know it's too long. I believe I started in 2001 as a board op. My first event that I ever ran was actually, I believe, the Pepsi 400 from Daytona Speedway during the middle of the summer. And it took me, I think, about 1.5 years, 2 years to get to where I was full-time. And then we went through some staff changes. I mean, we went from like 9 on staff to 2. And ever since about 2003, 2004, I've been doing the afternoon show with Chris. The first day, I have to admit, it was a little intimidating because Chris is someone that I've always looked up to in radio, and I'm being dead honest about that. I look at what Chris brings to the table, and I wish that I could be more like Chris as far as my gift of gab. Chris does an amazing job with interviews. If anyone ever wants to truly learn how to be a great interviewer, I would suggest listening to Chris. I think it took us probably about 1 year to get good chemistry down. Now, Honestly, I mean, if we had to, we could roll in and do a show with zero prep if we had to, just because we're so comfortable with each other and we know which angles that each guy's going to take. And I pretty much have a good feeling with what Chris is going to say even before it comes out of his mouth.
It's a fun show. It's an interactive show. It's a guest-laden show, and it's a show that is kind of a guy's show, kind of a general talk show that's on a sports station. It's kind of got the guise of sports over it. So it's fun. I feel like that it's entertaining, and whenever I'm not on the air, when I'm on vacation or something, I realize how long that 4 hours is. When I'm in here, it's like, it's already over. So it's a blast.
What a great job that would be. Then I could tell my wife, but honey, I gotta watch sports all the time. It's my job.
Yeah, let me know how that turns out for you, Stevie. You'll find Chris Plank and Jeremie Poplin weekdays from 2 to 6 p.m. at AM 1430 The Buzz.
Oh, no.
What's wrong, Stevie?
My shirt from all this sports got all wrinkled up.
Yeah, it looks like you got a spot there, too.
Where?
But no worries. I know just the guys that can take care of that. And we'll stop in at Yale Cleaners next when we return with more Explore Tulsa.
At Video Revolution, our home entertainment experts have been designing custom home theater solutions for both in and outdoor use for over 30 years. From flat panel LED TVs to 4K projector systems, the top name brands are here at Video Revolution. That same electronic expertise we also apply to our business communications network, from boardroom automation to video wall presentations. Video Revolution, Tulsa's headquarters for the best selection and installation of cutting-edge technology.
Hi, Dr. Robert Zellner here. For over 20 years, I've offered affordable, convenient eye care in Tulsa. Right now, you can get one pair of glasses or contact lenses starting at just $99, or my two-pair deal for $129. Hey, and as always, the eye exam's included. Walk-ins are always welcome. Glasses are ready in about an hour. Plus, we have over 2,000 frames to choose from. We're open 7 days a week. Come see why we're voted Tulsa's best. And our drive-thru at 69th and Memorial makes pickup simple and easy. For the best eye care value in Tulsa, Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates.
Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us for more Explore Tulsa.
Trish, when I was a kid, my mom would not let us leave the house without perfectly pressed clothes, and they had to be very clean, too.
Well, dry cleaning is one of the oldest professions in the world, dating back to the ancient Romans. They actually used a form of ammonia to clean their woolen togas.
Believe me, you don't want to know where they got that ammonia from. Google it later.
But today, a familiar name has been making dry cleaning a family business and very easy for Tulsans for the last 50 years.
For 50 years, Tulsans have relied on Yale Cleaners to keep them looking good and feeling great, especially the thousands of employees who wear uniforms from Yale Uniform Rental. Over 1,800 companies send thousands of uniforms a week through the only locally owned uniform rental in Tulsa. The 323 employees of Yale Cleaners and Yale Uniform Rental are proud to be a part of a three-generation family-owned company, celebrating 50 years of making it in America.
My father-in-law, he got to retire without worrying about what he was going to do with the company. So he knew for several years that I would be the one that would continue the company. And then Judy and I had 5 children, and of course we raised the children in the dry cleaning business, and I was eagerly wanting my children to stay because it's a nice business and there's room for all my children, and they all do work at Yale Cleaners, so it is truly a family operation.
The first thing I can remember doing is we had a washer that had a really small hole in it, and they needed someone to reach their hand in there and put a nut on a bolt. And I was the only guy that was small enough to do it. I was probably 6 or 7 at the time, and I went in there and I screwed the bolt on there for them. After that, I started in probably middle school on a daily basis, going in stores, cleaning machines, mopping the floors, sweeping and mopping, before I moved into our uniform rental company and started doing artwork for them. We went from a camera system to a computer system, and I was the guy that instrumented that change and kind of transitioned that process.
You would think that just open your door and get a dry clean machine, a couple presses, and just do things really good. But the problem is we have lots of different things that are brought to us, and different fabrics take different things to do. So there's a lot of equipment. There's boilers to maintain, there's air compressors, there's vacuums that remove moisture from the clothes. There's lots of moving parts. In order to get production, you have to have compressed air to make the presses move, because it's so much quicker and faster, and our employees go home less tired when they don't have manual presses. So all these things take a lot of mechanics to make the process work.
In the 80s, my dad and my grandfather really teamed up, and they changed dry cleaning with the car hops. They invented the first car hop in dry cleaning in '82. And Broken Arrow was the first location for that. And then that really made customers very happy. You know, they could get in and out really quick. They didn't have to leave their car. Moms with children, they could come in and get great service and didn't have to unload the kids out of the car and the car seats and things of that nature.
At Yale Cleaners, we offer fast, hassle-free cleaning and shirt laundry. With 12 modern plants fully equipped, it's hard to beat our convenience, speed, and dependability. Remember, at Yale Cleaners, we're the guys in the white hat, and we'll always meet your schedule.
My father-in-law went to the lady that sang in my Judy and our wedding when we got married, and asked her to. She was kind of in advertising, and he asked her to create a new image for the company. And so she went off, and a couple months later, she came back, and she thought that the guy in the white hat would be what she should do. And so she wanted to put me in a white hat, and she wanted the company, she wanted everyone on our staff to live up to the image of the guy in the white hat. And it's really all about taking the high road of life. It's about what you learn in kindergarten, to be nice and say thank you and please. It's doing the right thing. And really, it fits in our business, in our industry. We need to do the right thing. And so having that as your logo reminds you, not just on a day, it reminds you every second of the day, just do the right thing.
We're truly a Tulsa family. Everyone in our family lives in Tulsa, so I can't remember a time when my dad wasn't working at Yale and doing the best he could to make Yale a better place. And to be a part of a company where you were founded in '44 on Yale, on 11th and Yale, and you fast forward to where we look today, it's just such a dramatic change, and we're very blessed to be here.
While Bill and John are some great characters and very friendly people, they believe in delivering a quality product.
Plus, they have gone the extra mile to develop technology that allows them to be one of the best in the industry.
To download their app or find a location near you, visit YaleCleaners.com.
Hope you picked up your hunting gear from the Cleaners, because just ahead, we learn the latest in competitive hunting from Ryan Woollard when we come back with more Explore Tulsa.
For a taste of Italy in Tulsa, may we recommend Ti Amo. For 20 years, Tulsa diners have come to Ti Amo for the very best in authentic Italian and Mediterranean dishes. With a dining room perfectly suited for single diners or groups and an incomparable menu, it's easy to see why Ti Amo has been voted best Italian restaurant in Tulsa. Ti Amo now with 2 locations, 61st and Sheridan, and our new downtown location on the northeast corner of 3rd and Cheyenne. Ti Amo, fine dining at an affordable price.
Have you noticed your vision seeming a little narrowed and blurry?
Then you may be suffering from SDTV.
Let the LED experts at Video Revolution help you see what you've been missing.
Like the Samsung 1080p 50-inch LED for only $749.
Or this Sony 60-inch 1080p LED for only $14.99.
Video Revolution at 71st and Lewis can help you find the perfect HD.
And 3D prescription to custom fit your home entertainment needs.
Hey there, folks. Appreciate you sticking around for more Explore Tulsa.
Now, Stevie, do you do much hunting?
Well, when I was a single man, I was constantly on the prowl.
I think I can speak for every woman when we say, that dog don't hunt.
But if you're talking about some real hunting stories, then you need to check out professional hunter Ryan Woollard. He has some great things to show us.
I think hunting is such a core part of me. It has a lot to do with my career choice. I went to Kansas State University and graduated with a bachelor's in architecture and planning. And it's a challenging career. I love it. There's aspects of it that drive me crazy, and it's tough, and every day it's something new. And I think that because I have an awareness of my impact on the built environment, it helps me respect the unbuilt environment even more. For me to be in a tree or even a gravel road getting to my property, it's therapy. It's the best therapy I can I can ever imagine. About May, I was coming out of Bass Pro Shop with my bow. I got a new piece for it that I needed, and ran into somebody, and they asked if I was interested in a competition. And then I obviously right away thought about 3D archery. So I said, sure. Walk around the corner and there's this big RV and camera crew set up and doing interviews. So I filled out the application and did the interview and was called back probably in August. And then the show starts and I meet all the other competitors. And the regional that I was in was in the Kiamichi Link Mountains. And we had competitors from all across the US at that event. It just so happened that was the one that I was in. And very tough competition. These guys were all amazing hunters. And I ended up winning the competition, which got me to the World Finals, which happened at Giles Island in Mississippi. The slugs that we were shooting were blanks. The scopes were of a company called Elkine. It's a military-based scope that records while you're in action. So we were able to catch video of the deer in our scopes and where our crosshairs were the very instant that the trigger was pulled. So that was a way for them to score our shot placement and how ethical we were on picking which shot to take. In conjunction with that, they were able to score the bucks, how big their racks were, and estimate how old they are. And then on the last day, we all had camera crews with us, following us, which obviously the video there is going to be a little bit more high quality than what was on the scopes. Why we shoot blanks is because obviously if we have 5 deer a day and we shoot for 3 days, that's 15 deer possibly that we could shoot. There's no state in the United States that will allow you to take that many deer. But there's no other way to gauge or to see someone's skills or theory pan out or not pan out.
I'm looking for habitual travel corridors, not because they're going to a food source, but because this is where they always bed. It's because it's easiest to travel through the woods and through the mountains. That's what I'm looking for today, and I've been successful so far, finding a lot of good trails, and I've seen a lot of deer.
The hunting industry is huge right now. In Oklahoma alone, there's over $50 million worth of revenue created by outdoorsmen. Sale of tags and licensing, and then you've got travel expenses and that sort of thing. I think that this show will get more people interested, and not necessarily the hardcore hunters, but people that like to see competitions of any sort. So, you know, our audience grows, and those people think, well, heck, I might just try hunting. And so the more people we can get into hunting, the better it is. I do live in the city and I work in the city, and the city means so much to me, mostly Tulsa. You know, when I moved here in 2000, Tulsa was really an infant in its development. The downtown had lost its growth and its excitement, mostly after 5 o'clock. And now we've got apartments and condos going up that are sold out before they're finished. And to be a part of watching and even having something to do with the growth and the development of Tulsa has been great. And the firm I work for, the McIntosh Group, we're very plugged in to all the happenings in Tulsa, and excited about the architecture that we do and that we can offer.
The guys with the AWA Whitetail Pro Series really know how to have that competition down.
And you can learn all about the show, competition, and get hunting tips by visiting awapro.com.
You know what happens when I'm out there hunting bucks for those massive racks?
Oh no, but I'm sure you're going to tell us, and I bet it has something to do with eating.
You know me all too well, Trish Whitmer, and it's time to get something in my belly.
Hey, how's a good steak sound? Oh, maybe some lobster to go with that?
Trish, you better quit teasing me.
Well, I know just the right spot. In Glenpool, Mamadou's is our next stop when we come back with more Explore Tulsa.
Since 1964, Guitar House of Tulsa is the player's choice. We provide excellent customer service and the best selection on guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, ukuleles, and amplifiers in Tulsa. Check out the latest products from PRS, Martin, Taylor, Spector, Charvel, Takamine, Alvarez, Mesa Boogie, Orange, and many more. Open Monday through Saturday. Ask about our string instrument repair, 0% interest financing, and private lessons with the best instructions in Tulsa. Guitar House of Tulsa. We'll keep you strumming along.
Hi, Dr. Robert Zellner here. For over 20 years, I've offered affordable, convenient eye care in Tulsa. Right now, you can get one pair of glasses or contact lenses starting at just $99 or my two-pair deal for $129. Hey, and as always, the eye exam's included. Walk-ins are always welcome. Glasses are ready in about an hour. Plus, we have over 2,000 frames to choose from. We're open 7 days a week. Come see why we're voted Tulsa's best. And our drive-thru at 69th and Memorial makes pickup simple and easy. For the best eye care value in Tulsa, Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates.
Yeah, here we are, all together, back for more Explore Tulsa. And sometimes it takes someone not from here to help us realize how good we got it.
That is true. And in Glenpool, I'd say that person is the owner of Momodou's restaurant.
Mamadou is also the mayor of Glenpool, and I gotta tell you, I don't think I've ever met anyone as happy as this man.
You know, restaurant business is not all about food. That's why Momodou's is completely different from a lot of small businesses that open and close. It's not all about food. The food is great because the food will always bring people, but the personal connection, the friendship that you build with people makes and breaks you in a mom and pop business. Well, my name is Momodou Ceesay with an O, and I'm originally from Gambia, West Africa. It's a tiny country in the west coast of Africa. And I migrated to the U.S. In January of 1983 to attend Rogers State College in Claremont. Well, my first job at Rogers State was at the cafeteria. And I started helping out the cooks and stepping out, helping out on the food lines. And I figured out that this is my calling because I interacted with people a lot. And I love the food business. So I did business management at Rogers State, and then I went to Oklahoma State University and got a degree in hotel restaurant management. And I worked for Steak and Ale for 12 years, but my ultimate goal was to open my own restaurant, and this became the perfect place for it. I just wanted to own my own business, and I know that if hard work, dedication, and good product will make it, then it will be a successful business. Now, on the other hand, my wife was worried about how we're gonna make this happen. We didn't have any money to do it. It just worked out, and we never looked back. So 17 years later, Mamadou's is known by a lot of people. Well, we opened in November of 1996. And prior to opening, Glenpool was a bedroom community for Tulsa. People walk in Tulsa and come to Glenpool to sleep. And a lot of people, were saying that a steakhouse is not going to work in Glenpool. And what we wanted to do is we set out to provide people the opportunity, the choice, to stay in town and have a good quality meal and not have to drive back into Tulsa. So we've exceeded our expectations since we opened. Because now we're seeing people from everywhere. Well, our menu is so diverse. There is so many favorites on our menu that everybody has their own favorites. Some people like the mushroom burger, and every time they come in, that's what they get. So we have a lot of stuff on the menu that it caters to everybody's need. And then it's one menu. So you can have anywhere from a BLT to soup and salad. All the soups are homemade, to steak and lobster. You have to take it like you're cooking for your own family, and that's very, very important. You have to take it like you're cooking for your own family or friends, and that's the people that we have come in here. And normally our business is just by word of mouth. When somebody comes in here, they said we come highly recommended. And next time you see them, they bring somebody else. And over the years, that's how Mamadou's business grew, is by word of mouth, one person at a time. This is the American dream. And I'm telling you, I represent hundreds and thousands of immigrants who came here with only the clothes on their back, to achieve the American dream. Educated yourself, open a business like Momodou's, and the icing on top of the cake is being the mayor of this great city of Glenpool. I feel very fulfilled. I have 4 beautiful daughters. One of them started medical school, one of them just started graduate school, and they're all doing wonderfully well, So this country has offered us, more than we expected. Living in a community and making a whole lot of friends, that this business afforded us. Without this business, we will not be able to meet all the wonderful people that we meet daily, who we call friends.
I had the mushroom burger, and was it ever tasty?
I love when he talks about how only in America was he able to make his dreams come true.
Well, to find out how to make your appetite's dreams come true, visit Momodous.com.
Stay close, there's more Explore Tulsa just ahead.
Looking for a new home entertainment experience? Well, hi, and welcome to Video Revolution, Tulsa's best in cutting-edge electronics. Professional, highly trained home entertainment experts. Video Revolution's been serving Tulsans for over 25 years with name brands like Sony, Clips, Definitive Technology, Samsung, and so many more. Great selection, price match guarantee, custom installation, expert assistance equals home entertainment success. See for yourself. The Video Revolution showroom features the largest selection of flat panel TVs in all of Oklahoma. Plus the latest in 3D entertainment. Highly trained home entertainment experts on hand. Professional delivery, installation, and service after the sale. And the best selection of name brands. Visit us online at videorevolution.com and find out more about everything we have to offer. Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Be sure and stop in next week when we meet dog trainer extraordinaire Bob Gibson.
We want to thank Chris Plank of The Big Show for letting us get our sports fix at AM 1430 The Buzz.
Thanks too to John and Wild Bill Rothrock for taking us behind the scenes at Yale Cleaners, and to Ryan Woollard for introducing us to the AWA Whitetail Pro Series.
And thanks Mamadou and his family for the great dining experience they offer in Glenpool and keeping Tulsa so well fed once again.
Remember, if you miss any of the show, you can always catch us at exploretulsa.com.
As always, each week we feature the people, places, and attractions that make us proud to call Tulsa our home.
Hey, don't forget to like us on Facebook. Share with us someone you think Tulsa should know more about.
Plus remember, Explore Tulsa is brought to you by Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Stop by, say hello to Ron and all the guys for your home entertainment needs.
And we welcome Explore Tulsa's newest title sponsor, Dr. Robert Zollner and Associates.
Home of the 2-pair for $99 deal with 2 locations, 3030 South Harvard and 69th and Memorial.
Well, that's all the time we have for you on this week's show, but we'll see you next week right here on Explore Tulsa.